Welcome to my channel, Smiley Survival. Today I just wanted to be talking about solar flares, and a lot of people may not understand what a solar flare is, but to me it's probably one of the biggest threats we have in 2013. Our sun is in a 11-year cycle. Every 11 years the solar flares are actually at their strongest peak, and then after this year it'll go back to normal until the next 11 years. Which sometimes in between 11 years there are Class X solar flares, which are a large scale solar flare that can actually reach Earth, and they do happen. They are real. For instance, Canada got hit by a minor solar flare and actually knocked out a grid there. So it does happen. It can happen. It's only a matter of when. And this particular time in 2013, we are at the peak of some of the largest solar flares, and 3 actually Class X went off last week and were luckily not pointed towards Earth, but that weekend they gave us a 50-50 chance of one actually hitting Earth, and luckily it didn't. But that's why it's really time to be prepared, and I'm going to kind of tell you, explain why you need to be prepared. For one, without power, there's no food. I mean, stores are shut down, gas stations are shut down, and the power company's already said if a solar flare hit Earth of a massive size and all the grids went out, it would take 2 years to recover the power. Now, in 2 years, you're not going to be able to. Walmarts are going to be sold out. You can't go to the grocery store and buy food. Power workers aren't going to be repairing grids for 2 years because they're going to be trying to protect their families, because it's going to be chaotic. Imagine if you can't eat, you don't know how to grow food, and you have 2,000 people knocking on your door trying to bust in to see if you have food. So it's, that's why being prepared is important to, one, be able to grow your food. Have livestock or some kind of protein. Make sure you have a healthy balance of nutrition. Nutrition is important. You die without it. Number 2 is weapons. A defense. A lot of people don't believe in it, but at the same time, there's not enough people that know how to survive off the land. So basically, it's going to be chaotic. You're going to have people killing people just over a bite of rice. But if we can get enough people to prepare, enough people to be ready, I mean, we've lived off the land before, we can do it again. We just kind of lost our way. People don't understand how to do it no more. So that's what this channel is about, and tell your neighbors, talk to your family. It's really important to have a plan. It's really important to be prepared, whether it's a solar flare, a nuclear war, a strain of virus, that goes crazy and starts killing people. It's really about being prepared. Why not? It's one of those situations where if something does happen and you're not prepared, your odds of survival are next to none. But if you're prepared and you have a plan and you have a community and you have food and you have defense, and your odds of survival greatly go up. And back to the solar flares, like I said, they are at their peak. They are, popping off daily, and we just cross our fingers that they're not pointed at Earth, or at least the big one, because we get hit with them all the time, but they're on a smaller scale, and they just disrupt satellites. They don't quite make it through Earth's magnetic field. But our magnetic field is down about how it has been in our entire lifetime. Like I said, it takes a big solar flare to get through, but there are big solar flares. And like, for instance, in the 1800s, we had a massive solar flare hit. Luckily, they didn't have electronics like we rely on today. Everyone still grew their own food, traded. They didn't rely on cars. This day and age, we rely on cars. We rely on computers. we rely on grocery stores. So, it's just really important to be prepared. And like I said, if you want to follow this channel, at Smiley Survival, I give tips, tricks, and we also have a blog at smileysurvival.com. We also have a store where you can get some of your basic supplies all the way to your advanced supplies. So check that out, log back in, subscribe, comment. I like to answer questions, and just join my community. And thanks for watching.